Holy crap, there's a lot of stuff here. So I have the Shimoda, I'm gonna mess this name up, Shimoda Action X30 V2. I'm probably not gonna say that again unless I'm reading the label on the bag. But anyway, so I have all of this, and this isn't even all of it. That's the craziest part about this. I have the S5 II body right here, but then the one that you're looking at, I also want to throw in the bag. So I actually want to throw both of those in the backpack. Also, I have another laptop. You'll notice I have my M3 Max right here, which is going to go in the bag, but I also want to throw in my DJ computer because this could be a very, very strong solution for DJs that want to stream with two computers on the go. All right, let's get the bag. If we turn the bag this way, we have our front compartment, which can hold quite a bit, but it's not the star of the show. We're actually going to start on the back. So here are our arm straps. Got this opened, and what's dope is it fits my iPhone 13 Pro Max, which can slot in right there. It, not say barely it fits, like there's a little room, but I mean, it's awesome that you don't have to throw your phone in your pocket and be weighed down like that. So we'll just take that out for now. There are 3 handles that I can think of off the top, and I'm only saying this now because I will forget to say this later. So you got a handle here, you got a handle here, and you've got this handle. Now, what's interesting about this one is you can actually slot a roller, like a luggage roller through it. So if you're rolling luggage and you have this as your carry-on at an airport, for example, this is clutch. I'm so happy it has that. I said it fits the iPhone 13 Pro Max in here, but you can also fit it in here. I'm not like a backpack aficionado. I'm not sure why this opening's here. Sure, but let's get to the main star of the show. So if I unzip this bad boy, so I've already got this like semi-configured for the way I'm using it, but there are many infinite ways you can configure it. But I want to note something. This is extremely important. All right, so this is a core unit. This is the medium core unit for DSLR V2. If you buy the starter version of this backpack, you don't get the core unit, okay? So you just get this. I lucked out because I actually got the starter unit on a really heavy discount on a sale, and then I ordered the core unit after, and it worked out being way less than buying the whole thing together. So that could be an option for you. But again, you get this large opening. You'll see this bag piece here, which we're going to get into that in a little bit. So the core unit has this interesting design. Notice this zipper, which is actually unzipped right now, right? You can configure this where if you need quick access to your camera, right? It's only on one side, right? Both sides don't have it, but basically you would leave this open. It's really rigid, which it's kind of annoying to work with, but it's amazing in terms of protecting your items. Basically, this would stay open, and then you could unzip this whole side of the bag, like right here, and get access, like quick access to your camera, which is actually pretty awesome, especially like if you don't have one of those Peak Design clips, which I don't have, not yet anyway. You can have quick access to your camera. Also, the benefit of the core unit is it comes with this bag. Let's say you get on an airline that has restrictions on how big your carry-on can be, okay? And I'm talking about like if you fill this thing right to the brim. I'm gonna get to that later, because even with everything we're gonna do, spoiler, I'm not filling this thing to the brim, but I'm getting a lot of stuff in here. The magic is in this bag, and I know that sounds kind of weird. Here's the thing. So if you open this, core unit goes in the bag, and then if you go to an airline and they say to you, hey, your carry-on is too large to be an actual carry-on, if you have like very important stuff like say your camera body and your lenses and other additional things that you really are like mandatory, you do not want to check that into baggage, well, you just pull the core unit out, throw it in the bag, and you're pretty good. The only thing that's a little annoying is that for space reasons, you probably have to hand bomb your laptop, which not great, but whatever, it's thoughtful. So what we're gonna do with this is we are going to crumple you up and throw you down here with the other, what looks like the bag, raincoat. It's a raincoat that goes over it to protect it from the elements if you're in like a rainstorm. So we got our core unit, and it also comes like, I don't have all the inserts, like these inserts, the whole thing, it's like Velcro all over. So like you can literally configure this however you want. My set came with 4 of these ones, and then I got 2 of these large ones, but I'm not even using all of them. And if I actually take my time, I could probably configure this better. Clearly I've done this before. We're gonna start with this Aputure VS1 original. I got this off Facebook Marketplace. It's already come in really handy. So we're gonna slot you right between the core unit and the bag and raincoat. It takes NP battery, so I got an NP charger. We're just gonna stuff you right there. But you can also power it with a V-mount. So we're gonna put you here, our small rig V-mount battery. Here's the camera. I'm gonna throw you in like this. Now, I'm not gonna put anything in here because the camera that you're looking at is actually gonna go in here. Keep in mind, again, if I pull this out and throw you in here, there's space for it. It's all good. But here, we'll do this. We have a Sigma 16mm APS-C 1.4 that we are gonna stuff right here. I'm gonna leave space here because the 18mm I'm using to film this right now is gonna go in here. Tabletop tripod, small rig handle, clip for the Aputure monitor, a Volta USB-C charger, get our MP battery, ND filters, capture card for if I'm using two computers and DJing, our USB-C to USB-A adapters from the Wavelength video. I've got the hub here, but that's not going in yet. We're gonna get to that in a minute. Cable for the RS3 gray card. So far, so good. We got a lot in the bag, but we're not even close to done yet. So again, second lens will fit in here. Other camera body will fit in here. I was literally just carrying all this in here and it fits fine. And there's still room somehow. I've got miscellaneous cables. What is it? Your DC cable, which I'm going to use for the monitor if the NP battery dies. I've got some HDMIs, USB-Cs. That is looking pretty good. But what's interesting is I've got a laptop sleeve right here. This is the 16-inch M3 MacBook Pro, M3 Max, and it fits. It is kind of a tight squeeze. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. And I can zip up the bag. And what's great is that if this is on my back, well, I know the laptop's not going anywhere. So far we've got a lot packed in there, but let's flip this over and let's go to the front. So I don't know how well this is gonna translate on camera. We are going to attempt to show everything. We got this pocket here with, you can throw like cables and other miscellaneous things in here. So let's do that. So I do have another USB-C charger right here. It's the one I use for my MacBook typically. We'll chuck you in there. You're gonna need memory cards if you're filming. This USB-C cord, pro grade dual SD card reader. So that pretty much covers this. So let's close this up. And then we've got this deep pocket that I'm reached into. And then we have another pocket right here. Inside there, there's an AirTag. There's a hidden AirTag like right here, which is awesome. So you can always keep track of your bag. And then you have another laptop sleeve. Now, this one isn't as padded as the one on the back. And I have thrown both computers in. So the 2020 MacBook Pro I use to DJ, it's actually serving as my monitor for the overhead camera right now. But that would go in here. It fits fine. It's a little tight, but it does work. And then we've got other stuff. So what do we have here? USB C to C with an A adapter, a whole bunch of SSDs and 10 gig cables. We have a lightning cable and my MagSafe adapter for the M3 MacBook Pro, Wavelength hub, which will come in handy if we're streaming. Can always use another USB-C to A cable. It'll probably come in handy at some point. It's another generic hub. That I think is everything that we're stuffing in the front. Pretty cool, but we still have a couple things left here. We have right here another zipper, Logitech MX Master 3S, USB 2-speed USB-C cable, the Stream Deck. So let's just chuck these back in. They're fitting no problem. There's more on this pocket that I want to talk about. But then of course we got the RS3 and the battery handles. So we got our side pocket. If I open the side pocket, so you got like a little compartment here. And if you open the top one, you have a water bottle holder. You could actually throw a tripod, like a small travel tripod in this, and then using the clips, you can buckle it down. But what we're gonna do in this case, the RS3, I'm gonna put this back. We have the battery grip handle. So let's just throw you in the front compartment. And now the RS3 itself, we will just throw you there. So it's kind of in the pocket. We'll zip you up like that. What's crazy is you have straps, so you can literally lock it down with this one. Something you need to know, if you throw like a mini tripod, okay, if you put like a mini tripod in this pocket with the grip attached, the problem is that these straps will hit the power button and you could destroy the motor on your gimbal. So keep that in mind. This thing is stuffed. I forgot to put this in. I can always reopen it. And it looks like it's bulging out. It actually isn't. Shimoda thought design-wise about people that are stuffing their bags with like a whole bunch of cables and stuff. Still closes fine. It's still super comfortable. Like when I shot the video earlier of me walking outside, you know, this thing was packed. This thing was completely full. But I did say I wanted to talk about one more thing. This looks like a handle, but the deceptive part is that it's actually a clip. It's a roll top. So this opens up even more. I don't even know if my camera's going to be in focus. So remember the front pocket I was talking about earlier where I threw in the Stream Deck and the mouse and the cable? Oh, there was something else in the bag that I didn't even show. In this zipper, because there's two zippered pockets here. In this zipper, I have a pair of headphones and cable. But what's crazy is there's a lot of space in here. So if you're doing like an overnight trip, like if you're like a performing DJ or a musician of some sort and you want to pack this full of stuff, this is pretty insane. And when you're not using it, it simply just rolls up like this. And then you just take this and you snap it together. This is the default, the male straps. And then you can get the, I guess the female version. I think they're smaller. If you look on the back, small, medium, large, right there. And yeah, I could literally throw like 2 changes of clothes in the top, compressed. I'd probably have to find an iron wherever I'm going. I'll tell you this is that, yes, this gets really heavy with all the stuff in it. Like if you're gonna hand bomb it, it's heavy. But these straps and this back padding, like this texture here is so damn comfortable. I actually don't even mind stuffing it full because it's comfortable to wear. It really doesn't bother me. And again, you're in a situation where you just need to like get your stuff out because say you're doing the run and gun shooting thing. Well, the good thing is that because you got these handles, you can move it around freely. You can just drop this on the ground, open it, get access to your stuff, close it up. The zippers are like super sturdy. Like they're super strong zippers. Yes, it is an expensive bag, okay? But it's not overpriced. It's actually a very good value proposition if you want your stuff to be secured. This is only the 30 liter. They sell bigger versions of this bag. Who the hell needs the 50? There's probably many people who need the 50. I am not one of them, but I love this bag and I'm highly recommending it. And if I didn't say this earlier, nobody sent me this. I bought this with my own money. I think I alluded to that when I said that I got this on like a crazy discount for the starter kit. And then I got the core unit I ordered after the fact. This is my favorite piece of new tech for content creators. The Shimoda Action X30 V2 starter kit with the medium core unit, the V2 core unit. I'm gonna reiterate this. If you just get the starter kit, you are not going to get the core unit. You have to buy it separately. Kind of shop around, see if you need to buy them separately to save yourself some money, or if it's better to bundle it. It really depends on the sale, time of year, that kind of stuff. This thing is nuts. You know what else is nuts? The Wavelength Thunderbolt 4 dock I recently reviewed. If you haven't seen that video, check that video out right here. My name is Sean. This has been Tech Mixer, and I'm out. Peace.